Hello, and welcome to Rochester Works. My name is Kyle McCarthy,
I'm Paula Raw.
And I am Todd Sloan.
and we are the job search team here at Rochester Works.
Today's presentation is focused on the key ideas to consider when preparing yourself for an interview. Preparation is essential for putting your best foot forward.
In this presentation, we will outline these ideas step by step. For each one, we'll include what you should consider and why it is important for you to do so.
So let's get started.
Obtain the name and title of the interviewers. Always ask if more than one person will interview you. This is important because you don't want to walk into the interview and see a group of people there waiting to speak with you. Asking who and what their title is will assist you in tailoring your responses. Being able to address more than one person will show you are prepared.
Know the position for which you are interviewing. Whenever possible, obtain a job description. When you have that job description, highlight the key experiences, education, technical skills, and the core values that the employer is looking for. And then for each of these, think of a story or an example that illustrates that you have exactly what they are looking for in this particular position.
And just remember, asking any of these questions at this moment in the process will ultimately allow you to make the best first impression on the day of the interview. Ask as many questions as possible before the interview to learn as much as you can about the process. You most likely will be invited in for an interview by phone or possibly through email. It will be important for you to ask questions at this moment. This will help you prepare for the actual event. Here are some questions to consider. Are there any specific directions I may need to know in order to arrive at the right destination? This includes questions regarding parking, correct building numbers, or even recommended routes that will allow you to prevent from any delays. Do not hesitate to inquire about the length of time you should expect for the interview. Will I be meeting with different interviewers? Or how long should I expect to be there on this date? Another question that might help you with this process is to ask if you should bring any additional information to the interview. Asking these questions will only show that you are motivated to be prepared and to give your best that you're ready for moving through the process as seamlessly as possible. A final question you may want to consider is in regards to testing and assessments. Many employers now will provide you with an assessment identifying or testing your skills.
Research the organization. Try to use information obtained through networking, company websites, and even the library. The more information you have about the company, the better. If you know someone who works there, try picking their brain. It will show the interviewer you have taken an interest in the company and that your values match what the company is trying to strive for. It will also allow you to measure your own skill level and how you will fit into the company.
Know what you have to offer the employer and why you applied for this position. So you want to be prepared to talk about your interest in this particular position and really focus in on the skills that you have and how those skills will make you effective in this role. And then secondly, based on the research you've done on the organization, the company, their mission, their values, their culture, you want to talk about, beyond just your skills, why you would be an ideal fit for their organization.
Prepare answers to common questions and practice your responses. Most interviews will include a combination of both job-specific and behavioral questions. The employer will want to know how you can do the job, but also want to learn more about your personality and problem-solving capabilities. It will be important for you to reflect on past accomplishments where you have performed your skills and abilities. You will also want to think about the relationships you've developed, challenges you've overcome, and overall the personality you bring to the work environment. To take it a step further, a great interviewee will be able to communicate how their job-specific skills, experience, and personality will fit within the position you are actually interviewing for.
Compile questions you'll want to ask the interviewer. This is important. Always come armed with questions. Some of them may be answered along the way, which is fine. Remember, you're also interviewing them. Not only are you trying to show them you're a good fit for the company, but you want to ensure they're going to be a good fit for you. After all, you may be working with them for the next several years.
Also, make sure prior to the interview to prepare any materials that you're going to bring. You want to make sure to bring a copy of your resume, in fact, enough copies for everyone who's going to be at the interview. Bring a copy of your references so that if you're asked to provide those, you have them available, and something to write on. It's also a good idea when you get to the interview, before taking any notes, to just ask if that's okay to do, just kind of as a matter of etiquette. Depending on your job title and the type of work you're pursuing, you would also want to consider bringing a portfolio. This would contain some samples of the work that you've done. It could be writing samples, documents created, it could be snapshots of websites you've designed, that kind of thing. And lastly, so that you're not frantic and stressed out just prior to walking into an interview, organize all of this material in advance. Your best strategy is to have it all together in one place the night before the interview itself.
Thank you so much for joining us today for Interviewing Preparation Webcast. To learn more about Rochester Works and the services we offer, you can find us on the web at rochesterworks.org. We also have 2 conveniently located career centers. There's no appointment necessary, and you can call us or just stop in. The addresses are included on this page, the phone numbers also. Please feel free to give us a call for hours and days we are open. Thanks again for your time, and we wish you all the best in a successful job search.